All right. Grand Rising. This is almost getting better than Saturday morning cartoons when we were little. Like, for real, for real. And I am actually just going to chill here for a minute because, I don't know, I wasn't really expecting anything. And then, I'm busy looking at all this artworks and a bunch of other stuff. And I've been sitting in this park for hours and sort of watched sunrise come up. Decided to go on this panned out view, and it was like a little kid walking up to something else, a couple little dragons, and they all started like moving together. I mean, you can see them right here. Like, everything is moving towards the sun, and they all look like cartoon characters. But I probably did about 4 or 5 minutes of video before, so I once again will upload it after this. I'm just going to let you all watch the show. Just watch how things change and interact. And I was actually just doing a video on anomalies, so I'm going to hold this as still as I can. Yeah, things from, I don't know, something energetic punching my sun, homing in on a sunset, Jesus, way back in June, and I've got stuff from like way back I haven't even fully looked at again, but homing in on a sunset, and it almost looks like a hologram of a dragon blowing fire, and it's like the hologram is like a Jesus head. You'll see it when I put it up. Like I said, another thing punching my sun. I already put that up, catching things in the rays. It's there. If you were looking, it's there. If you were vibing high and wanting to create and knowing that this world is not what we were led to believe, it's there. All you have to do is look. And yeah, wasn't planning on talking. Another late night. Work till 4, so I can't sleep. So this is what I do. I come to the park and I think and I create and I enjoy doing things. Now I couldn't zoom on my live video or the other video I was doing, so we'll see how this goes. Absolutely random. Ooh, yeah. I can zoom. All right, kids, it's Saturday morning. Welcome to the Freak Show. My Lord. I gotta say, it's freaking beautiful. Regardless. Everything I have seen, felt, and experienced this entire time has been phenomenal. You know what? I don't think I even need to look through a whole bunch of old stuff. I mean, I'm going to post it anyway. But Lord, all I got to do is, yeah, pay attention. Your attention, yeah, it's everything. Energy flows where your attention goes, right, guys? Speaking of holograms, come on, what's he gonna do? And this is live, mind you. At least say hello. All right, let's get back out. Well, feel free to comment, like, share, do whatever. Trust me. This is an absolute trip. Nobody on anyway. And that temperature is dropping like it always does. I think that temperature's dropping because something's about to pop. Well, that was unexpected. All right, guys, remember my clouds? I don't know if I can adjust this at all. All right. Apparently, we're going to home in on this because it's doing the same thing. Here goes my field. Moving too much, sorry guys. I know there's nobody watching, but y'all catch it later. Yeah, I'm way moving too much. That temperature's freaking killer right now. Dropping on down. But yeah, when y'all catch us later, I want to give some serious thought about following what's truly going on. Welcome to my Stargate. Saturday morning cartoons? I think not. There's a couple people on. Come on. Come to chat. So yeah, like I was just saying before, nobody was on, but I figured I'd have it for the live anyway, live chat replay. I've been sitting here all through the night, working on some artwork, doing a few other little things or whichever. And yeah, this is what I get for the morning. I filmed for about I don't know, 5 minutes. This probably might have happened earlier. It was dark, and they just started walking towards the sun, sort of. There's like a complete show that I will post after this, guys. So yeah, welcome to the freak show, because if you can't look at this and realize that there is something very, very strange going on, then I don't know what to tell you. Huh. Temperature's dropping, the matrix is breaking, and a whole bunch of y'all are waking up. Wait till you see that first one, though, when they all started just walking on up. And nothing in my reality is censored. Yeah, I don't believe in that crap. Once you take charge, check this out. Check this out. From almost every angle. And what I was saying at the beginning was there we go. I'm gonna back it up for a minute. I was trying to put together the rest of the video with an anomaly, a few anomalies like holograms, floating things, a few ships I saw, just a couple of them recently. One of them looked like that Tic Tac or whatever it is. Oh my God, what else is in there? My son getting punched by something, like energetic wise. So I'm still gonna put that video together, but I just need to start going live, because what is going on here? And yo, let me say hello. It's freezing out there, but I'm going to try and get my jacket on and stand out there for a minute. Well, let's do this. Wow. Try this. Maybe I'll get a back view of that. Welcome to my world. Your world soon. Oh my lord. And yo, since it started, the temperature's plummeted to like 15 degrees. So yeah. I said initially, people gonna start waking up. I don't even need to dig through old material. So I don't even know what to say about this. I gotta jump back in the car before I freeze. So what do you think? Let me see a couple thumbs up and I will home in on that sun again. It's not a sun. It's a Stargate. Man, this thing does not like zooming slow. Wow. Wow. For once, I'm speechless, man. Okay, now we got to get right up in on it. Now that sun has been shifting slowly since 1987. 87. Precession of the equinox. Everything with the Mayan calendar, 2012 and all that kind of stuff. They weren't talking about like an apocalypse. They were talking about the end of a cycle. Wow. I am speechless. I'm actually just going to just let it roll. Share this around, people. Share it around. Seriously. 1, 2, 3 of you share it around. Wow. Everything is consciousness. Everything's alive. And they are charging my field up for a reason right now. Can't wait to see what that reason's going to be. Because it's going to be a massive night, I think. Those that need to find their way here and find their way to see this video, you're already waking up to whatever it is, gifts, abilities, just knowing the world's just done gone crazy. And there are some of you out there that are pretty awake, pretty aware, and you still ain't seeing nothing like this. Because you can be awake, you know, aliens and everything else, and, you know, who made us, Anunnaki, Nephilim, and all that stuff. You know, you could be digging into the history of Tartaria, Hyperborea. There's not much I didn't come across, man. It's like, but once you realize who you are, truly who you are, and what you are, and what you forgot, you know, there's people that are very awake, and they're still not seeing this yet. And that's got to change soon. Because this isn't just about waking up the sleepers. This is about waking everybody up. Jesus, look at this. I'm at a loss. I'm going to pan back out for a second. This is what's coming in still. And it's not going to get cut off YouTube. Because this is mine alone. Wow. Alright, we're going to stay in on here because what you're witnessing is it's a live Stargate. Everything's consciousness. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's like spacecraft and all that other kind of stuff. You don't need that stuff to travel either. This is incredible. Man, I wish I had my other phone or something, or my tablet, so I could just tell people to get the freak on here right now. Get the freak on here. Let's get the freak going. Please leave a few comments, whoever that is watching here. How do I see comments, guys? I am such a YouTube Live newbie. All right, older study. Yeah, I'm not digging for any old stuff anymore. I'm just going to start hopping on here. Come back out. The dragons aren't rising. They're already risen. Incredible. So whoever's actually watching here, yeah, leave the comments in because I wanna see what you're seeing, what you're feeling. And if you don't think we are the disclosure, you gotta think again. Everything you imagine exists. Every possible experience, world, whatever, it exists. Wow. I just can't. Shall I zoom back out? Let's see. I know if I flip it around on myself. There's my Dragon Rider, of course. Of course. She has been right in the center. She was in the middle of every single battle scene, and she's looking my way. And I still don't know who she is. But I welcome her. She's been here from the start, and I haven't seen her in a while. Huh. Wow. I appreciate you. Thank you for this now. My body is so very lit up right now, and I was pretty peaceful all the way up until Grand Rising. I gotta figure out this live thing, how I can chat or whatever. Here's the thing that I'm thinking and I'm feeling too. Everything's been building up. Doesn't matter the path I took to get here. It's been Twilight Zone level gazillion. But oh, I just can't get over it. I'm just gonna spill it all. Waking up to the energy, thinking I'm going crazy, seeing it around everybody and everything, interacting with people, like particles in the air. And that's slowly morphing, and I'm feeling it, finding my connection to God again. That connection to God is the connection to yourself, because everything is inside you. Everything. And if you were seeing this right now, wow. I started looking at people's, different pictures along the way in the last number of months. And for those people that, they're not really quite aligned to the light, I could see dark things around them. I've seen it in person, like sort of veins started popping out on somebody's freaking cheeks. It's changed so much. Seeing the life in the trees. I seen the trees before I seen the clouds, and they are my buddies. They are part of the cast. Feeling the energy lately in a different way. Seeing things shifting with my eyes. I can put my hands on something, on a car, on whatever. I can visually see it glitching, like bobbing up and down, and I can feel the pulse. I've stood in front of some trees when I was just, really digging deep. Standing in front of it, you can feel the energy from nature. From the sun, God, Gaia, whatever you want to call it. But that sun right there, each of your suns is individual. It's like it's an apex sun. That's what I like to call it. This one here that you're looking at, we're all connected to it, because they all connect to the central sun. But this one here is mine. And each of you has a layer on top of a layer on top of a layer. Quantum physics, quantum field, everything they taught you, complete lies, history. So much to talk about. And something very, very big is coming. This is just a prelude. So get rid of all that crap you're carrying, all the karma, all the trauma, all the misery of life and what you think it is. It's misery because it was designed to be miserable. Don't know if we trapped ourselves or if we got trapped and used for our energy. You have to realize who you are. Let's actually talk about that for a minute. If we got trapped, once you wake up to realize who you are and how you are in control of your field and everything else, and you are a powerful divine creator being, ain't nothing gonna touch you. And you can create worlds. You can create a better world for yourself, but honestly, this is my kind of world right here. And I don't plan on being surrounded by what I've been surrounded by this entire lifetime. If we trapped ourselves here in some karmic cycle, reincarnating over and over and over again until we could remember, or until we passed into this area, so much to it. And once again, I was not expecting this, so and I'm at a complete loss as to what to really talk about. Oh. How about we home in again and see what's going on? Yeah, let's home in on that sun again. See what we can see. It is far too powerful right now. All right. It's taking the whole scene. So let's start from the start. Deep diving into political rabbit holes. Starting around, I'd say 2018, 2019. I started following some people. And it quickly progressed. January 11th, 2021. And my vision exploded. And here, you know what? I'm gonna actually mention a few names. I was following a lot of things on terrible, really, really dark things that were going on behind the scenes, talking clones and human trafficking and all sorts of stuff. That's what I was coming across. And on the 11th of January, 2021, it was weird because it was somebody I didn't even quite follow. I think I seen one or two of her videos or whichever. Then I got this weird link, and it came in a strange way. And this whole time with these political rabbit holes that I was in, I would get lost on YouTube, if that makes sense. Not like lost, but like I would see videos that I know I had sort of scrolled past before, and then they looked dark. And it was like I was in this weird place of the internet. It was, I was getting these nudges and all that kind of stuff. And January 11th, 2021, came across a video of JCK, number 77, the one that disappeared. And I just, everything just snapped on me. It was crazy. I got up, and that's all I could see. What I sort of described was like a million zillion little mosquitoes everywhere. It was like the ceiling. I looked up, and there were two ceilings. There were two walls. Everything was separating from each other, like there was an overlay. Like the real, true, organic reality was hidden behind this overlay. And when I came across JC's, it was strange. I thought about it afterwards. And I remember having this dream when I was 13 years old. It was a rough childhood. My dad died when I was 9, tossed back and forth with the grandparents, all that kind of stuff. But this dream was random. When I was young, I remember like floating over my houses and all that stuff. And I think I was sort of astral traveling, but my dad died and that kind of shut down. At 13, this dream, I'm flying through space, and not quite flying. It's like No, remember that old Windows, like the stars are coming at you when you're staring at the computer screen? It was like that, except everything that was flying at me, it was numbers, letters, patterns, geometrics, equations, colors, sounds, like everything you can imagine that could possibly exist was flying at me. And I knew that if I would get to the end of this freaking dream, that I would have the answers to everything. And I knew I was almost there, and then I seen a face. You know, it was I mean, I seen other people, but then this like face was just kind of there. It was like, you know, and I was just kind of reaching out, and I woke up in the coldest sweat of my life. I've never had that kind of dream ever since. But yeah, you fast forward to January 11th, 2021, came across JC's her video. I recognized her face, and I know that was her, because time doesn't exist, space doesn't exist. Get used to coming across a lot of crazy ass realizations, and there's a number of us that are awake to all of this, and it's getting more and more bizarre, but for me it's getting more and more real. Because I think the time for the light wake up, the easy wake up, yeah, that's coming to a close. Events are going to happen, and people are going to start snapping awake, and they're not going to be sure what's going on or what to do. And that's where, at the moment, we have to hold space for them. But that space is getting smaller and smaller with everything that's happening here. And for a lot of people that have been awake to this type of stuff, maybe not the creation level like this, but like, you know, where we came from, who we are, and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people out there that are aware of this, and they're going to have to step up, because all these gifts and abilities are going to kick in, and there's going to be a lot of souls that need healing. Energetic, astral, metaphysical. It's, yeah, wow. I think there's 2 ships up there. I don't know if I'll catch them. This life that you're living right here, this is the dream, and you wake up from it. All the misery. There's nothing that anyone needs aside from the connection to God, realizing who they are, God inside. Compassion for everyone. Everyone. No separation, no race, color, creed. We're not even separate from the aliens that some of you believe in, that they exist. If you fully believe it, it exists. Because that's what we do. We are God inside. Projected. Definitely projected. I'll show you some of my, one of my videos was going to be the many faces of Mike. Because with the sun behind me, I'm starting to see that little ball that you see flipping all around, and everybody wants to call it lens flare. It's no lens flare. That is your energetic cord through your apex sun to the central sun, which is the source of all creation, God's source. Wow. All right, zoom out. Let's zoom closer. Yeah, it's not doing us good. All right. For the few of you on, like, share. Put this out there. Stick it out there everywhere you possibly can. And your whole intent, remove consent for anything to be able to block you. You have that power. Once you realize it, you have that power. There's nothing that can get through to you. Once you strengthen that auric field, there are those that have been reincarnating in these nasty karmic cycles for ages. You know, time not even being a real thing. And then there's a lot of us that came in to nudge us, help you remember, but we had to go into that cycle ourselves so that we knew we'd forget. I definitely don't know everything, that's for dang sure. But I know what I see and believe. Absolutely incredible. It was freezing before, and now I can feel the heat of the sun on me and in me. I am sending nothing but absolute love, joy, hope, excitement out to every single soul out there that's trying to reconnect. And for those of you that are connected on whichever levels, yeah, it's time to learn a bit more. I don't even want to go into that here because this is just chapter 1. Wow. All right, let's turn this around one more time. Sun, connected to the central sun. That beam that comes out that y'all see, it's our protection. It changes us. It's healing our DNA. It's healing everything that was tampered with. The ringing in your ears, it's the frequency. Everything, energy, frequency, and vibration. Everything that possibly exists, even thoughts, are frequencies. We live in an electric, holographic universe. And we got trapped in lower density, and that's about to change very soon. The planet's definitely been rising. Let's see what happens in my face. Probably not much. Welcome to the new world. This is about to get a little bit freakier. Freak tribe. Still freezing out there. Alright. go with my zooming skills. Yeah. Alright, so as soon as I get this up, I'm going to go ahead and I'll put the first video up from before I went live again. You'll see how this all started. Looks like it's kind of winding down, but not really. I could sit here all day. Wow. And in my world, my reality, one thing I have set the solid intention on was that everybody starts to wake up, because it's time for magic and miracles. It's time for people to no longer live in lack and in fear. All this shit, sorry, excuse my language, all the stuff you're watching on TV, all the news, everything else. Now, if I can create a reality by what I think and what I want, and I'm doing it in a loving manner or whichever, for certain beings, entities, whatever they are, elite, everything else, the ones that know what our real, true reality is, they've been controlling us for a long time, possibly.
Morning.
Morning. And if they just put on fear and war and famine and different things, you know, all the suffering, all the crazy, you know, murder shows and all this other stuff, and you're watching it, and you're, hey, if you're afraid of the dark, we're going to make you more afraid of the dark, because the more you fear, the more you think about it, and the more you keep that reality going. Ain't none of it true. All the world leaders, all the craziness. I mean, look at it here. No sane person would run a country like this, and no sane people would run a world like this unless they wanted to keep you from realizing who you are. Keep you in fear. This way you do not remember. You just fall into it. You put things into you because that's what they say is gonna save you. No. Once you realize everything else, I mean, a lot of that stuff's really, people are going to be in for a rude awakening, but once you realize who you are in that connection and the power you have, even that doesn't exist. Nothing exists. You heal yourself. Grow younger. We weren't meant to die. Well, we never die anyway. We just wake up from the dream. But for the longest time, waking up from the dream and not quite getting to where we needed to be, because then you just recycle back into this little lovely corner of the universe. All eyes on us. And y'all wondered why I was really trying to find a place to begin. Lord. But yeah, start getting out in the sun. Sun gaze. I can look at it high noon, it doesn't really matter. But till you get used to it, you keep staring to and through that sun, because that is going to pop your pineal, your third eye wide open. Decalcify it, whatever you want to call it. Our DNA, not junk. It's all light and sound reception and transmission. There's so much to tell. Alright, so I've got my Facebook group. It's not really a chatty one. I have the Telegram, and nobody's in the chat really because I haven't pushed it. But I am going to push it now. For those of you that are truly waking up and really seeing this, and really you're going to want to know what the hell's going on. You know? You might have come across a number of things, but everything leads up to this. No coincidence. Only synchronicities. Maybe we'll try and get that Telegram chat really started so that you all can chat back and forth on top of it. And I will be in there when I can. I need to sit with this today. It's time to shift. It's time to rise. Rainbows hitting those clouds right now. I don't know how well the color's coming through. Ooh, that was too much. Wow. All right, well, anybody that might be on the East Coast, yeah, join the group, pop in there, you know, take some pictures of your sun right now, take a little video, do whatever, pop it in the group, start sharing, let me see what you see. I'm going to try and see if I can see the chat. Yeah. Nope. That's not it. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around until I actually figure this out. I don't want to get cut off right now. I'm just going to let it run. I'm not even looking at my screen right now. I'm actually looking straight through the sun. When I do that, my whole body feels it. So leave it in the comments, share this again. Like I said, we need to start getting it out there. The whole disclosure thing they promised over the 180 days or whatever it was. Kind of, actually, I'm thinking about that. Was it Tucker Carlson or whatever one else that I followed and all that stuff? They talked about disclosure, you know, and they had so much time to start doing that, which ended up turning out as supposed to be around March or April, and that's when you know, January 2021, yeah, snapped awake, but March 2022, holy crap, did it accelerate. And I wouldn't change a thing. But, yep, we are the disclosure. So, yeah, the video I was about to put out does not compare to this. I'll put out the first part of what I got before I went live here again. And I'm still going to put that little anomaly vid. But you know what? I'm just going to slap together a bit quicker now. Show you a couple holograms, show you a couple of the ships that I just saw just recently. And mostly rehash. I put it in a couple of different videos. What's coming out of the rays of the sun, you know, forming things. And the other one was that little 30-second clip from last June of something energetic. I went like this, popped up to the sun, and I seen something just come down, looked like a darker area, arc from space or whatever it was, and it was bright, glowing yellowish white, and it punched right into the sun. I don't know if y'all caught that on the one video. I'd like to say it's slowing down, but for the most part it is. Yeah, for the most part. Alright, freak show. All the light workers, all the way showers, the wanderers, guardians, indigos, starseeds. If you relate more to the alien aspect of it, Arcturians, Pleiadians, Syrians, Lyrans, there's all sorts. And especially right now, definitely right now, the dragons. All the dragon souls out there. The rest of y'all need to wake up. Like, fully wake up and become an active part of this. A lot of you are doing things without even realizing it, while you're sleeping in the astro, whatever it is. But pretty soon, a lot of you that channel and believe in all that and whichever, the angels, demons, all of it, the dark and the light, it's all the same, it's all creation. Just be ready when that clarion call hits, because things are going to change pretty rapidly. Yeah, I am seeing somebody type for chat, but I can't figure out how I can get to the chat. Because, for all I know, I've never actually used YouTube like this. Let me see. Yes, I see the chat. welcome from the UK. Trust me, I think this might start growing a bit more. I have a beautiful soul, dragon sister over in the UK. She is she's one of the first ones that kind of contacted me just out of the blue. She just felt guided to, and somebody else had also. And I'm searching manically for others that seen the energy and feel the energy and all that kind of stuff. And then I just kind of realized that I didn't need to do all that. Just got to let it all go and let it be and let God. There's a plan for all of this. Partially our plan, because you're all God inside. Hey, Wayne. Yeah, so bright here, it's hard for me to actually see it. Yeah. I will school myself on the chat and everything else. Like I said, I have hundreds of videos with all, you can see all sorts of weird. A lot of it was clouds and all that, but there's more that I have now, and pictures and everything else. What I see in the trees, in the rocks, in the clouds, in the water, everything is living. Down to the little grains of sand. Just need to become aware of it, because all these tiny micro particles, energy, even atoms, the space between atoms is alive, because it just goes down and down and down. It keeps going down and down. It just goes up and up the other way. But we are made up of that energy on top of it, and that energy is what does all of this around us. And Gaia, as we know her, yeah, she was broken. She dropped down in density, and she's rising back up. But she dropped down so that we could play in density, and somewhere along the lines, it went wrong. And a lot of fractals, shards of God source creation, and they got stuck. I may have to end this fairly soon, because I don't know. Well, it says my battery's going down, but let's see. Let's try and zoom in one last time, guys, and then I'm going to try and get. Ooh. And I'm going to try and make sure this gets up. Yeah, we're going to home right in. And if you guys haven't seen my other video, the first one, Break the Matrix. Yeah, my phone's starting to die here, so. And my cord doesn't reach. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. Come on. I've got a cord in here that doesn't want to work quite well. Hopefully it does. Alright, let's try that. Oh, success. We are slightly charging. Yeah, I will read the comments after this, and very nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been incredible. This I slowly got better at the videos, like talking and all that, but it almost seemed like when I jumped on and it just kind of went like this. Yeah, but today it's just wow. Look at that flag too. So yeah, leave it in the comments. Are you all realizing that you're a bit more, or are you just looking at this and going, what, the big old WTF? My limiting beliefs were washed away. Yeah, the March Equinox, like I said, 2022, all this crazy stuff was happening for over a year with me. And then, yeah, that March Equinox, that video I put up of everything coming off the sun, I was watching things like this, not even as clear, but they were flying out from underneath the sun on March 24th. And all my limiting beliefs went out the windows, because what I'm seeing is figures, like little little figures, one swinging pickaxes and swords, and watched angel figures, and then these giant faces were coming out. The eyes were winking at me. They were looking down at me. It was like, and there were quite a few people in this park, and I think one 15-year-old girl that was like sitting, her dad was like cooking out or something like that. Out of all these people in this park, probably like 25, 30, just like hanging out different areas. Out of all of them, she's the only one that semi looked up. I'll start telling you all about all my events. I'll start from the beginning, and I might just go live, every day or every other day while I do this, while I talk about it, and whatever happens while I'm live happens. Let's pan back out. But this is all you have to realize. You are all spiritual beings living a human experience. Yeah, thank you. I'm still trying to figure out why it's been so nuts. I used to tell people, I was like, yeah, my higher self smacked me upside the head with a spiritual brick, because he made things so unbelievable that I had no choice but to believe them. I've watched the sun snuff out, and light beings float up to reignite the dang thing. And that was before I even knew what the heck was going on. I was just trying to figure out what was going on with my eyes. Wow. Alright, I got some. Let's try and get in on the bottom of the sun there. This is very touchy, man. How long are we into this? For real? I've been on this thing for an hour. An hour. An hour of Mike's Fantastical Playland. Wow. And yeah, this will never get pulled off YouTube. Nothing in my reality is going to censor me. The higher your vibration, the less anything lower vibrational can really affect you. And I still don't know. A lot of people are, that say they're awake and they remember things. Some people say they have memories of who they were before, what they were before. I've come across histories and all of that. But I noticed that the more that I was searching for answers, the more frustrated I'd get, and things just weren't happening. It was just it was the clearing for myself. Everything that happened to me in this lifetime happened for reasons. It was designed by me, by others, Star Family, all that other kind of stuff. Everything crazy that's going on in your life, look at everything as a lesson. If there's something going on and it's coming up and it's triggering you bad, or if you have any jealousy or hatred and all that other kind of stuff of other people, or disdain because people have put you through crap, just realize it's all just a lesson. Everything that's happening is going to make you dredge every single thing up, so that you realize that you can't hold on to that kind of stuff because it consumes you. Let it all go. And the less I stopped seeking, I cleared. I thought about everything, and the less I stopped seeking and just started having faith, the quicker things happened. But yeah, I'm really thinking that time's just about up. Because you got to be able to raise your vibration to get through what's coming with this meatbag body projection, however you want to look at it. I don't even know how it's going to happen. I do know something's coming now. A lot of people are feeling it. And me, I happen to see it in ways that others don't. I'm just waiting for my dragon to show up because we're just going to flick all around. Anybody wants a ride pretty soon, just let me know. Lordy. All right. Jeez, I actually don't want to cut this off, but I probably should. Now let's have a look. I don't know if I'm catching that all right. Much bigger clouds coming, and the energy pouring off this right now is intense. So here's my suggestion. Yeah. You create your own reality. So stop allowing others to put any kind of negative thoughts into your head. Because in the end, it's only you and God and the experiences that you want to experience. All of you are me, and I'm all of you. If you just think that apex, that big, beautiful ball of light up there, and we all came from it, that just means we are all related, cuzzy. But you get what I mean, though. We all came from creation, from source, from God. Every single one of us. No matter what you look like, or how you grew up, or what your social class is. So yeah, got to get back to that and start being compassionate and understanding. Get back to community, get back to family, get back to love, joy, true experiences. The dark's always going to be there for lessons. But the dark was never supposed to outweigh the light. We weren't here to defeat or destroy the dark. The dark's part of creation too. And once you can embrace that and realize that you have to go through the darkest of darks to truly, really know what the light is, then the easier it gets. And there is no separation. Wow, still incredible. That whole line up underneath. Let's zoom in again. Hopefully I don't blind you. Alright. Trying to get in without getting too far. Alright, let's follow that line out. Do you see? Nothing that you perceive is any more real or false than what you believe. And I believe that flash, it's going to wake the masses up, and others coming to see all this happening now. Yeah, it's coming in this now. There's no more waiting. That's the other thing. All these groups that you followed, or some of you might have followed, here's one thing I'm going to say. I passed through groups, I took what resonated, and I left. When they started seeming like they were stagnated or whatever, any of these groups that are promising you, oh, just do it this way, and we'll just wait, and as soon as this happens, this is, you know, we'll all be free. Anybody or anything that ever tells you to wait for something to happen, if you put out waiting, the universe gives you back more waiting. Everything's happening now. It's the law of attraction. It's quo. It's like, there's so much to it. Everything is definitely one. It's not that it was a hitch about everything being one and we're all connected like that. You know, everything's said and done. But this matrix here, this whole time matrix, pretty much, we just have to experience it as unique individuals. Yes, we are one. But right here in this now, you have to let it flow, not fear. I mean, everybody's going to get through it, period. But wouldn't you rather have a beautiful time of it? Well, I don't know how it's actually going to shift. Will there be a little bit of chaos, a lot of confusion? Yeah, probably. That's why a lot of us are going to be here to sort of answer questions. I mean, at least the basic ones that we know of. I've connected with other people that, you know, they have a pretty deep knowing of things that are going on. But even those ones right now, with things like this happening that you're watching, even some of them are going to be like, what was that? You know, because they're expecting certain things to happen in a certain way. And even though we create our own realities, this is also a collective effort. And a lot of us are starting to merge right now, starting to share. So things are going to play out the way they're going to play out. Biblical times indeed. I followed a lot with the 144,000 on my path, on my journey. I mean, everybody's got a different perspective on it. Some, you know, some like to say, oh, the 144,000 is not a real number, or others thought it was the babies and the saints and all that kind of stuff. And we will hear that trumpet, that clarion call, though, for those that need to hear it. The only other thing I want to say is just speak your truth, period. Go with what resonates in your heart. Go with what feels right. And if other people you come across, you know, if you don't agree or you don't feel that's right, then you still have to respect that. Because everybody is on this journey to wake up in their own way and in their own time. But I do think that's about to change pretty soon. We're just going to get a lot of hard nudges or come across things like this. Wow, this is never ending. Let's back out again. Yeah, keep working on that shadow self. Hell, the one thing, when you're talking about your shadow self, you know, just, you have to forgive yourself. If you've done wrong to anybody at all, then you've just kind of done wrong to yourself. I mean, we're all one. This is what I mean. Like, these are the experiences we're having. But if you don't do wrong, then how do you know what right is? You know, nobody's a saint. I'm saying that much. I mean, I've done a bit of wrong. I've hurt people. I've been hurt. I've been stung, been betrayed, all sorts. But even that, all of that, it just made me a better person to be able to understand people better, to have more compassion for anybody going through the same kind of situations or different. Yeah. Yeah, I've hurt people. I've been hurt. I've loved people. I've been loved. You know. But once you realize that it's all just designed to help you raise your vibration, to expand that consciousness, and to reconnect to God and Gaia and others, and be able to actually truly, truly, truly not judge in any way, and to appreciate everybody on their paths. Because that's what unity consciousness is there. That's what the whole collective needs to start moving towards. Stay away from the fear-mongering and the fake media. You don't need governments. There is no lack. I was going to say, this is almost a story for the great-grandkids, but you know what? Yeah, they're existing in the now and experiencing different stuff at the moment. Yeah, I will so read these comments. I have to get this YouTube live down on the phone because I do not know how to see the comments. And I don't want to switch off. I'm seeing little flashes of them here and there. Alright, let's get right up in there again. There we go. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, most of us have definitely tried to live a good life. And what gets in the way sometimes, even there, you could be living your best life possible, but society and the way they have it and the way things are controlled and everything else, man, it gets in the way. You know, a lot of people struggle. They struggle with getting along with other people. They struggle with money. They struggle with bills. They struggle with family. They struggle with, yeah, you name it. If something's really deeply affected you in your life, you know, even if it's the death of a friend or, you know, my dad died when I was 9. Found out, you know, certain things, and even that, I had to let it go. You know, the things I found out were not great things, but I even thank that because that allowed me to try and be a better man. You know, I grew up with a mom and 2 older sisters, and I've always had nothing but respect for females. And then I watch all these other people, like, man, they're just cheating on each other and backstabbing and bickering and arguing and never happy. And you can't find happiness outside of yourself. You have to be happy and compassionate and love everyone equally. But it's all that kind of stuff. Even if you're trying to be the best person, a saint, then things still affect you. It affects your relationships with family, with friends, with God. Because it makes you put up these walls of fear, doubt, that things like that can happen again. And you're always looking for the next thing to go wrong. But we don't need to do that, because all you got to do is just forgive it all and let it go. Oh yeah, you know, we're just gonna sit. I'll tell you this much. I think I picked the wrong year to quit drinking tequila. I don't drink anymore. I don't do anything. I find myself sitting by the water mostly because I can't even relate to the people I knew. You know, I get around certain people, and it's all, you know, it's all about the story, all about the gossip, or all about who's done who wrong. Sorry guys, I'm flicking around here. But yeah, that's how they all live, you know. So much negativity. I'll walk back into the center of some friends I was sort of hanging out with, different little groups here and there, and just chaos. Yeah. As soon as I walk back in, after 2-3 weeks, you know, chaos and people bitching about somebody else and just back and forth, and I'm just like, what does that even matter? Why does that affect your life? It's so much. A lot of people dropping out. But this right here, me being on here right now, is just more validation that something big is coming. There we go. Yeah, but we're surrounded by it daily. Hard to break away from. But I know better things are coming, and a lot of us just needed to get to a certain stage, I think. And the way things are accelerating right now, yeah, I said that before. You gotta find your tribe to vibe. You gotta find the people that are, you know, like you, that are waking up to all these truths. And I don't think anybody's ever fully, really, truly done with the dark. You know, you're always going to be facing something, but you just have to be able to acknowledge it and send it love and know that it doesn't serve your higher purpose. What kind of world would you create if you could? I don't think mine would even have cars. Not when you have dragons. Yeah, hard for me to read the comments still. They're just popping up briefly. But anything anybody puts in these comments right now, I will be sure to reply. And yeah, pop in the group. You know, my Freak Tribe group, I haven't really gone like deep or woo-woo or too crazy. I'll post these kind of things, but a lot of it was just positive. I think I might just start, yeah, I might try and start posting some more crazy woo-woo stuff. I think I do put my links, and those that need to be here, they do follow them to YouTube and all that. But to have, oh, actually, Facebook has changed so much. I think people are going to start coming back because it's not compromised. It's even put in a new thing where you can invite people to like a chat group, and I think members of the group can like suggest things to talk about. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, there's only 3 people on right now anyway, because this has been going on for quite a while, about an hour and 20 minutes. So, tell you what, I think I might wrap it up, cut it off, because this has been definitely long enough. If I keep focusing my attention on it, they will keep on coming. Because everything you see in here, these clouds, all that, it's all me. That's what I meant by the field. You have the sun above you, and you have your own field, and we all share a big collective field. But once you start breaking out of the matrix crap, then the rest is all good. All right, I got the park ranger here, so I'm going to move forward. Hey, man.
Thank you.
No worries, man. You got to get through back and forth. All right. So apparently the park keys are going to start working, so I'm going to try and cut this off, I think. And yeah, like I said, I think I filmed about 5 minutes before all this started. I didn't realize I was on this long because time doesn't exist. And so I'm going to put that up after this goes up regardless. I might actually use that as a smaller one to pop up. But yeah, enjoy your day. I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to get busy. All right, yeah, I was just working on a whole bunch of artwork and trying to find my own passions, and this pops up. So yeah, believe it. Seeing isn't believing, believing is seeing. And creation is all your imagination. Your thoughts are more powerful than you know, negative and positive, so keep track of them. Try and go positive. Keep working on it. Keep looking at that sun, getting out in the sun. It's very healing. And find what resonates. Find your tribe to vibe. All right. I'm gonna cut this out for now, guys. No worries. Yeah, you'll be able to see it after. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the house and probably try and get this completely up. But yeah, look for the replay. All right, Freak Tribe and all you light workers, man. We are there. No more waiting.